Howdy guys, got a little video here today on the Benchrest GB postal competition, and in today's video I'm going to be shooting May's card. Now as always we're shooting the S200 and the XTI-50 in both the light rifle and heavy rifle categories. Now unfortunately this month I didn't get a chance to make any changes to the rifles, so they are set up as they were before, but I did try out some new pellets which unfortunately backfired a little on me, but you'll see exactly what I mean when we start shooting. With that said, we might as well take the rifles downrange and get the cards shot. Right then, and here we are at the range. The first rifle I'll be shooting is the S200, and I did want to ask you guys one thing. So that is about the scope cam. Now I really don't like the footage. I think it looks pretty rubbish on video, and it does make shooting the rifles a little harder. Next month what I'm going to do is swap over to a static cam focused on the target, and I'll see how that goes. I would really like to use the scope cam setup, but I've had both the trigger cam and then this unbranded one, and whilst they both are usable, they just don't look good on video. This is supposed to be 4K footage, and I can see pixels in the recording. Now admittedly the range itself is quite dark and the scopes are set at quite a high magnification, so video quality is always going to suffer, but I think I need to make a little bit of a change. The footage is just too blurry to see anything reliably, and with it making the rifles harder to shoot, I'm just going to swap over to a static cam and we'll see how that goes. Other than that, the card itself went quite badly. I did have a few interruptions, and I have been messing around with my scope setup, and what I did was left the back mount loose. These are BKL mounts on this particular rifle, and I do have to do the mounts up incredibly tight in order for them to grip the rail. I have ordered some different mounts which I'm going to mount on the rifle, and I'll probably just chuck these ones in the bin. I've never liked them ever since I bought them. Moving over to the XTI-50, and unfortunately the first row was just incredibly unlucky. I did around 3 rows on my practice card and everything was going well. I moved over to the competition card and just had 2 really bad flyers. It must have been just 2 dodgy pellets in the tin, as the rest of the card went fine. It was quite annoying, as after the first flyer I moved over to the sighters and did about 5 shots, all of which were 10s, then back over to the card and again another flyer. It was an old tin of pellets that I was using, so I guess there were just a few damaged pellets in the tin that had been rattling around, and I was unlucky enough to pick them up one after another on my competition card. Apart from that, the XTI is shooting really quite well. The Humor Reg has absolutely transformed the rifle. I have not had a chance to test the new Reg piston in the factory regulator yet, but that will happen for next month's card. One question I did have for the other XTI owners out there is, have you had the chance to play with the adjustable stripper, and if so, did it make any difference to the accuracy? I still have my one set in the factory position, but I wanted to get a consensus of the optimum position, although I will say it probably is going to be different for every rifle, but I just wanted to hear the other XTI owners' impressions. It'll probably take a week or two to get a full picture or understanding of what's happening, but it should be an interesting test. Right then, back over at the bench, and we're going to be looking at the S200 card first. Again, not a fantastic card, but with the back scope mount loose, I wouldn't expect it to be. So 239 with 8 X's. Got my plug in my hand, so we're going to just plug the close ones. As you can see there, just about a 10. I did go over the scoring procedure for the cards themselves on the first video in this series, so if you're interested to see how they are scored, you can go ahead and watch that video. So again, another really close 10, but luckily we just caught it with a gauge. Again, we're plugging for 9s there, which is never great, but there we have a 9. And this one here, another very close 10. So there we have it. Right then, so I'll just show you what was happening with the rifle. So at the moment we have the scope mount what I've done is loosened it off again, and if we take a listen, you might not be able to see the scope moving, but if you take a listen, hopefully you can hear that rattling. That's just the scope mount that's moving up and down on the scope rail and clonking a bit. If we take a Allen key, or this is a Torx bit but it fits in the hole, you can see that is done up really quite tight, but it's still moving on the rail. In order to grip this rail fully, you do have to really clamp the screws up. Obviously not an ideal setup, so I'm just going to chuck these mounts in the bin, and I've got some Hawk ones on order. They ain't brilliant mounts, but they should be better than these ones. Right then, moving over to the XTI 50 card. Again, not a terrible card, but we did ruin it by getting these two flyers. Again, my fault. I should have checked the pellets or opened a newer tin rather than using an old one. But this is 248 with 13 X's. This first shot unfortunately doesn't just plug an X. You can just about see the edge of the 10 ring, so we have to call that a 10. Moving on, luckily these two do plug 9s. That one's an easy 9, you don't need the plug for that, but there we have it. 10. Moving on down to the second row, this one's a plugged 10. Again, plugged 10 there as well. Did pick up a few more X's on the bottom half of the card. I think it is just more or a better shooting position for me, as I can drop the front of the rifle down and move it closer to the bench. But again, better bottom half of the card than the top half. Right then, so with that all said, I think the rifles themselves are shooting better than last week. I think it's just me holding them back. We definitely should have got another 250 point card with the XTI 50, and I'm pretty sure with the scope mounts tightened on the S200 we could have got much closer to 250 as well. Did look more promising. We did have quite a few more X's in this particular month's card, but there you go, you can't control it after the card's been shot. With that said, that's pretty much going to do it for this particular video, so thank you very much for watching. Hope it's been interesting or useful, and I'll see you in the next one.